Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to my pimpin' channel, which is not really that good because I don't have that many subscribers, but whatever. I hope you guys are liking some of my topics and my points of view that I have about life. Some religious, some make no sense, some are not being watched, some don't have that many views, so I guess they're not that really good of the topic. But I hope this one is, and I hope you guys like it. So we're gonna start like this. This topic has to do with men, single men, having kids, having their own kids by themselves. And it goes like this. My topic is because me personally, I was deported from the United States, and I didn't have the chance to keep my son. My son stayed in the United States, and he was adopted from an American family, of course. And this American family, thank God, they are taking care of him just the way that they're supposed to. So I really don't hold anything from against them, and I actually thank God that he's with a good family. Although I think I would have been a good dad because I never had any problems with him. I had problems with his mom, but blessed be her, and blessed be that family too that are taking care of my son. But my topic goes like this because me, I have been having this idea that if there was another dimension of my life, that dimension of my life, that me actually has my son, and he has been going through the father figure that I lack and I would love to have. I believe that if there was another dimension where that Brian has the son, my son Brian, he looks at me like he's looking at me like, aha, see bro, see what happened to you because you didn't pay attention to the things that were going on, and now you're living a life without the experience of being a father. You guys follow me? And so I live my life kind of thinking, man, I wish I could have my own family, and I wish I had a kid. I am getting a little older. I'm 37 years old, and I see guys in the streets with their kids, and I see how they get to enjoy being and playing and buying things for their kids and taking them out, and experiencing the fact that you can actually show what you personally have experienced in life and pass it on to your kids and tell them everything, all the good facts about life and all the bad facts that life has and the things that you can go through. So I would love to have that kind of experience, which I don't have it. But I hope that Brian from the other dimension is taking advantage of that, because that's a beautiful thing. And I hope you're taking advantage of having your kids with you, because a person like me, unfortunately, for being an immigrant in the United States, I don't have the at least have what's the word? I'm sorry, let me pause it. I got it. The word was have custody, because when you go to jail as an American, you can actually get out of jail and still continue to at least ask for half custody or a little bit of time with your kids. Although maybe you don't have custody or the parental rights were taken away, you can actually ask the mom or the person if you can still see your kids because you did not get deported. Me personally, they totally hide him away from me. I don't know where he's at, and the only thing that I can do is talk to his adoptive mom and ask her how he's doing and update me of the things that he's doing and the things that he likes. And so I go through the point in my life that I feel like I'm getting old, and I don't have my kids, and it's getting harder for me to find a woman that is adequate for me. A woman that doesn't have kids already, a woman that is doesn't have an ex-husband, or the father of the kids is always looking up for the kids and doesn't want me to be through that. and I don't blame them, because I would be the same way. I wouldn't want my wife to be letting my son letting my son call another man dad, with me being there, being around. But I really can't stop that, because right now my son calls another man dad, and he really doesn't see for me. He doesn't really. He's not that. I don't think that it's that he's not interested of speaking to me. I think it's just that he kind of he's a little embarrassed. He probably doesn't know what to speak to me about, or what I'm gonna tell him. So there is a little in between of what's going on. Me too, myself. I fear of what I'm gonna say to him, and what's gonna happen if I tell him about what happened with his mom, and what happened through the whole marriage, and why we didn't have him, and why I got deported. And it's kind of tough, man. But to open up the story like this is my plan, and this is my problem. The problem is women. Women, when they go through this situation of them wanting to have kids, I heard of some women that they go and find a man, probably a good looking man, somebody that actually looks handsome, and let's put it like this: blue-eyed man, or tall guy, or a guy that looks kind of buffish, and but they go and hook up with them with the idea and the plan that they're just gonna get pregnant from him, and they're just gonna not tell him, and probably not see him again. Tell me, women, tell me, you wouldn't do that. If you wouldn't do that, then it's because you were looking for a family and to keep the dad. But the story that I'm saying, it's not something that doesn't happen. That what I'm saying is not something that a woman wouldn't think of. Maybe she just wants to be a single mother and she doesn't want the dad to be there, or maybe she doesn't want men in their lives, and maybe she is L-word, and she wants to have another woman as the dad, and two moms, and you know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. I don't want to get blocked on YouTube because I'm gonna be saying words that I'm probably not supposed to. I really don't know the rights on YouTube, so I'm just gonna stay away from saying things like that right now. And but what if that plan goes right? What if they actually succeed of being able to get pregnant? And apart from laboratories where they can actually go and buy the sperm in a lab and decide, apart from that, they can go and search for a guy and do what I'm talking about. All right, so they are lucky to do that, and some are successful to do the plan. But as males, we can't get pregnant. But what about us males that want to have kids? What do we do? So what I think is adoption. Is adoption available for males, for single males, to have their own kids? Well, although the kid is not gonna be your blood, it's not your own DNA, but you can at least go through the fact that you can actually switch to be a father figure, from being just an adult, switching to a father figure, which I bet it feels good. I bet it's the greatest experience in life, something that I'm missing out of life, which is something that I wish I could go through before I get too old. I'm the type of person that I would love to play sports and put my son into basketball, or put him in wrestling school, or show him how to rap, or show him how to make beats, take him to church, talk to him about God. There's so many things that I wish I could do with my kid, which I'm not able to do. So it puts me in a position where I think, before it's too late, should I adopt a boy? I think having a girl would be a really hard thing, because you really have to switch the way that you think to have a daughter. And to have a boy, since I'm a man, I can actually relate with the things that he might like, and talk to him about how women act, and how he can actually beat those fears of talking to women. Although I'm a really shy person, I overcome the shyness and teach him how to be confident with security boy. And well, my point of view personally is that one. I think some of you male guys that have your kids, you should be grateful. You should thank God. I mean, father figure, mother figure, women should be grateful that they have their kids. And my mom was a single mother that took care of me, and she did great. I think she did really good. And although I went through bad experiences in my own life because of my bad decisions, she actually did the best that she could, and I saw her work as a mom and dad at the same time. So me personally, I think that that is something that I could um, envy of my mom, and I wish I could take part of going through that experience before I get too old. And a lot of men out there, I don't know if you guys go through the same thing, and I feel you guys, and I hope you guys feel me on what I'm saying. And I hope God can actually help me out someday, not in a long time, because I think I might give up in my 40s and just stop searching for that father figure that I want to be. And hopefully my son reaches out to me, and someday I can actually see him again, and maybe that'll heal that what I'm missing out on being a father, and maybe someday experience at least a while of what it feels like to be a father. And to those women that are capable of being moms without having the father aside, that's cool also, and should be grateful. And it's not that I'm not grateful of living and not being a father and going through what I'm doing and being free of compromising of having a son, but at the same time I wish I was going through all those struggles and taking my son to school and teaching him all the things that you guys have. And don't be making fun of me because I wish I had my son. Please don't do that. If you're in Mexico and you are watching this video, just think about it, man. Don't be all, I'm playing with my son, and come in front of my house and play with your kids just to make me feel bad. Because it happens. It does happen. And sometimes I feel like there are some people that they know that I miss my son, and they just sit in front of the park. And I have a park right across the street from my house, and they play with their kids. So sometimes I see that, and I feel really bad, and I miss my son. I'm not gonna be able to see my son until he's 21, and that's only if he asks for me with immigration and gives me back some parental rights, and maybe I can go back to the United States and see him. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna have to hold on to myself and have faith in God, which my conclusion to this video is that don't lose faith, don't lose hope, because I know that there's a lot of Hispanic people. If you're translating this with subtitles and you're the type of person just like me that you got deported and you got your kids taken away, that's something that God, I don't think he agrees with, that the United States takes away the kids just because of immigration problems and all that BS. Really, I really don't consent, and I kind of hold a little grudge with that fact. And immigration, of course, is just a land security thing, and it has no heart. And hopefully in the future, future president, or if it's gonna be Trump, or if it's gonna be somebody else, I hope God puts a little bit of a light in their heart, and don't make them too strict about the immigration thing, and with parents that have kids over there, and actually give them an opportunity, the opportunity to stay with their kids if they're gonna keep their kids because they're Americans. So let's pray, and let's hope that that stops, because people like me, we suffer that. We suffer the deportation, And believe me, my crime wasn't that bad. It's not like I killed somebody and I beat up my I'm sorry, I beat up my mother-in-law or my father-in-law or no, it's not nothing like that. Nothing bad, bro. It's just arguing with my mother-in-law and arguing with my wife, and so bad that it just a divorce. It didn't matter. But nah, immigration had to get in between, and then you're an immigrant, and then you got divorced, and we cannot keep you here anymore, and that's it. You're deported. That was it. That was the whole problem, man. And I feel you on you guys that have your kids in the United States and you cannot see them because you got deported more than 10 years, and it's really hard to go back, and you have to pay for the pardon, which the pardon is like $1,000. And on that point of view is women have the privilege to decide if they want to have a kid and keep them, and men, we don't. We suffer the fact that women always take the kids on a custody thing, whatever the word is, man. And well, I guess that's how I'm gonna be finishing my video. And to cover it up, faith in God, faith in Jesus Christ, that things change, and not many men have to go through what I go through. And hopefully things change for the future, and a better point of view in life with parents. So you guys go ahead and let me know what you guys think. Leave them right there in the comments, what you think about immigration, if you have been deported and you also have your kids in the United States, what you think about the United States, what you think I should do, and how grateful you are if you have your kids all by yourself, and you should take pride and give thanks to God that you're actually being a single parent with your kids. Trust me, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing about life. Don't feel all by yourself, because Jesus is with you, and everything that you go through, He's gonna help you out through every obstacle. If you are a single parent, I know you can do it. I know you're able to. I see here in Mexico, I see a lot of people that they go through economical problems, but they don't lose their kids. They just stay with them, and they put them through whatever they have to go through just to make the living basis go right, just the right way that they're supposed to be. They put them through school. They give them the food that they need. I don't know what they do. They go through every single struggle that they have to do just to put their kids through a right type of living. And I hope you guys are blessed, and nothing goes wrong, and you guys are able to raise a good kid, a good person, and to grow up to be a great adult, because I'm somebody that wishes I could do that. So I hope you guys are seeing me on the next videos. Go ahead, subscribe, and press like, and God bless you guys with more than what I could have in my life. Peace out, guys.